very, very unpleasant. I would actually dare to say close to lost endgame, to a draw against Peter Svidler. Disappointment for Svidler, escape for Dubov. But here, Nepomniachtchi is simply down a piece.
It's simply down of the piece, and seems like Anand is having very pleasant position. And Anand has a very good chance to catch up with Levon and Ronnie, and we can see both players on the board right now, but it has to be finalized.
Right. This is easy win, of course, unless somehow Black is gonna walk into a self-mate with the king on a5, something like b4, allow knight b7, some funny mate. No, I think this game is heading to an easy victory for the former world champion. Rook a8, Anand defends the pawn on a6 so that he can play king b4, attack the pawn on b3, and when the pawn on b3 is gone, those pawns are simply marching to queen.
That sounds quite nice. The pawn on b3 now is hanging. Nepo is going to b7 square to attack the rook and the pawn on a6.
I think he's just trying his last chance to push forward the d-pawn, because as soon as the d-pawn is gone, he can safely resign. Now d5 runs into knight b4, so maybe also one of his ideas is to eliminate these pawns. King b7, king a6. You take the pawn on a6, you sacrifice the knight on b5, if it even costs a piece, and then maybe test your opponent's knowledge. How well are you, sir, checkmating with the knight and bishop versus the Bear King?
And I imagine Anand giggling about that position.
I'm sure he knows. I mean, the world champions, they know quite a bit, right? And one of the things that they definitely know how to checkmate with the knight and the bishop, which of course is quite a notorious endgame. Of course, Engine says it's easily winning, but, well, when you're playing over the board, when there's a time trouble, I've seen stranger things happening.
I agree with that, Arthurs. I agree. So, but here the thing is that it's still quite a task for White to give up the knight for the pawn, as this knight is still not attacking the pawn on b3. Can see Jan was shaking his head for this position. He's not happy, of course. Wait, what happened?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
There's a bit delay apparently, because we got something like 15 moves or so on the board, and it appears that Nepomniachtchi has resigned because Anand's b-pawn moves forward, and they discuss what happened in the game, and clearly, of course, Anand is quite happy, but I believe we have
one more game to go. We can focus on that game. Kramnik and Gelfand